did because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. De'Ami Brown, 68 yards. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Still going inside 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey,
Lawrence going to throw again. Screenplay. Here's ETN.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. Open man, that's Monk, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
We're at 20, 30 left.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A handoff for Warren.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. That is caught.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Here's second and 10.
That's a jet sweep, the football to Woods.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 34. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
319!
On the give, it's Warren.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. Here's Warren. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Steelers have moved out in front. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's caught. It's Travis Hunter.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, Soko,
Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Now a run with Warren.
Shifts by him.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Down at the 25.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Skoranek, the man in motion. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now it's the backup Rudolph.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Second down and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk to the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
66-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Rudolph. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Here's Rudolph.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
The Steelers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Antonio Johnson, a nice tackle there behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 12.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Rudolph.
Short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
A 47-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Boswell for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Moving in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Jaguars. 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
bicep.
Now a carry for Allen. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They go play action here on first down. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Rudolph looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now Rudolph.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now out come the Jags. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
His throw incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll look to throw. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's got Long. He's tied in complete. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Johnny Munt from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention. got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Rudolph now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
Now it's Rudolph. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
They'll set up the throw. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, step aside.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Hunter long
As the first half is winding down.
and the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
going to try here for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns. It's to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Grigsby. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Kent to return. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start the drive here with Gainwell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's good for the Steelers.
Slot man moves right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he
He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. A gain there of 21 yards.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First carry now for Trey Sermon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. To the right, and Skoranek is there. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Skoranek, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive, offensive coordinator. He had a plan. Coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Touchdown. 6-yard line just across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best. But they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here we go, here we go.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Emmanuel Ogba that time, able to drop him for a loss.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now they'll audible to something else. Here's a give to Bigsby. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
Bigsby once more. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the carry, Bigsby. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had him there open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
to throw. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Half the 60. Half the 60.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
At the 29-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Go!
Bigsby. Well, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another run by Bigsby. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
42-yard line.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Now a play fake here on first down.
A short throw taken in by Lloyd.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A run here with Bigsby. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
Now back to throw.
That throw complete to his tight end Long.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Bigsby.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down on the yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Jaguars first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
That's good. Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The 11-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And this is Gainwell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Steelers first down. A gain of 5. First down, Steelers.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the gun, again to Gainwell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now Rudolph. Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Cougar 19. Go.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Viking 18. 60 license. 60 license.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Rudolph looking to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at
at the 40.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On the draw, Gainwell.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now it's Rudolph. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
It's the safety, Antonio Johnson, who dragged him down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rudolph now to throw. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the break. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On is the punter, Johnston, now, as he sends this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10, it's Bigsby.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Jaguars 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Now a handoff to Bixby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So now the Steelers down by 9. A little over 30 seconds remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
And that one to the right side and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Rudolph. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
Rudolph loses the football. It's out.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything to the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.